The illusion of choice. How the hidden hand shapes your every decision. What if I told you that every choice you've made today, from the moment you woke up to the moment you pressed play on this video, wasn't really yours? That the cereal you poured into your bowl, the music you played in the car, even the way you decided what to wear, was already chosen for you. Not by fate, not by divine will, but by the quiet hands of persuasion, by patterns, triggers, and stories planted so deep in your mind that you mistake them for your own thoughts. And here's the most unsettling part. The more certain you are that you made a free, rational choice, the more likely you've just danced to someone else's tune. Today we are going to find the strings. And once you see them, you can never unsee them.
The invisible theater.
Imagine walking into a supermarket. It's late afternoon. The air smells faintly of freshly baked bread drifting in from the bakery section. Music plays softly over the speakers, not random, but carefully chosen to slow your walking pace so you spend more time in the aisles. You turn into the cereal section. The shelves rise like walls, stacked with 100 colorful boxes. On one side, a cartoon tiger flexes his muscles, a childhood friend from Saturday mornings long ago. On the other, a leprechaun grins mischievously, dancing with gold. Your eyes drift across the aisle, and you feel, genuinely, that you are weighing options. You tell yourself you are being sensible. Maybe you choose the oatmeal. Healthy, you think. Or maybe you reach for the frosted flakes. I've been good all week. I deserve this. Either way, you believe this was your decision. It wasn't. Every detail, the colors, the mascot's gaze, the shelf placement, was designed by teams of behavioral scientists to make that choice for you. Sugary cereals? Always at a child's eye level. Healthier options? Down low, where you have to bend to see them. This is not a cereal aisle. It's a stage. And you are not the director. You are the audience, reacting to cues you don't even notice.
The tiger chose you.
We imagine ourselves as free thinkers. But in reality, we move through a theater where someone else writes the script, controls the lighting, and directs the actors. That tiger on the box isn't selling food. He's selling comfort, nostalgia, rebellion against your inner critic. A politician's red banner isn't just a color. It's urgency, strength, and dominance. A tech app's notification isn't just an update. It's an engineered interruption, a hook sunk deep into your attention. And just like that, the choice you think you made is actually the choice that was made for you. The tiger picked you.
Science of the strings.
Psychologists Petty and Cacioppo gave us the elaboration likelihood model, a map of persuasion. There are two main routes. The central route, slow, logical, evidence-driven. You use this when buying a house, choosing a surgeon, or making a major investment. It requires time, effort, and mental energy. The peripheral route, fast, emotional, effortless. You use this when choosing a snack, liking a social media post, or deciding where to eat. It relies on cues, identity, beauty, scarcity, social proof. Here's the truth. Most of your daily decisions travel the peripheral route. You react first and rationalize later. Studies show that even in high-stakes choices, hiring an employee, voting for a leader, emotional and identity triggers often outweigh rational evaluation. Why? Because your brain is wired to conserve energy. Logic is expensive. Emotion is cheap.
History's master puppeteers.
Winston Churchill knew that persuasion wasn't about information, it was about identity. In 1940, he didn't just tell Britain to fight, he made them the kind of people who never surrender. Edward Bernays knew the same but used it for commerce. In 1929, he hired women to march in the New York Easter Parade, cigarettes in hand, calling them torches of freedom. Overnight, smoking became a symbol of women's liberation, and tobacco companies tapped into half a population they couldn't reach before. Martin Luther King Jr. used persuasion to awaken conscience. His "I have a dream" speech didn't argue legal codes. It painted a vision so vivid people could see themselves in it. Adolf Hitler used it to enslave minds. Through spectacle, repetition, and emotional contagion, he turned individual thought into mass conformity. Steve Jobs used it to make technology feel like a personal revolution. The iPod wasn't sold as a music player, it was 1,000 songs in your pocket. Same skill, different moral compasses.
The digital age puppet strings of code.
Today's greatest persuaders don't speak on podiums. They operate in code. Social media algorithms know your habits better than you do. Every scroll, every pause, every click is data, and that data is used to feed you content designed to keep you there. Netflix's autoplay isn't for convenience. It's to remove the moment you might stop watching. Amazon's "only 3 left" isn't an inventory alert. It's a scarcity trigger to bypass logic. Instagram's endless scroll isn't just poor design. It's an intentional trap to dissolve your sense of time. This is persuasion at machine speed, micro-targeted, constant, invisible.
The esoteric dimension.
Mystics have long warned of Maya, the veil of illusion. In Hindu thought, Maya makes the unreal seem real. In Plato's allegory of the cave, shadows on the wall seem like truth until you step into the light. In Sufi poetry, the ego's desires are a mirage on the desert horizon. The illusion of choice is our modern Maya. The shadows aren't cast by firelight, they're cast by LED screens, brand stories, and personalized feeds. Piercing this veil doesn't mean rejecting all influence. It means seeing the influence and deciding which to allow.
Reflection pause.
Close your eyes. Think of a big decision you made in the past year. A purchase. A career move. A relationship choice. Now ask, why did I really make that choice? Whose story was I living when I made it? And if I stripped away all the ads, expectations, and subtle nudges, would I still have chosen it?
The patterns that pull us.
A field guide to the strings.
Scarcity. Fear of missing out. Only 3 left.
Social proof. Everyone's talking about it.
Authority. Experts recommend.
Identity alignment. You're the kind of person who...
Emotional hook. Stories that bypass thinking.
Marketers use them. Politicians use them. You can use them too. But the first step is recognizing them.
Case studies.
Case 1, the GameStop short squeeze. Social media framed it as David versus Goliath. Millions joined not for profit, but for identity, the rebel investor. Case 2, CrossFit, not just workouts, a story of tribe, resilience, and belonging. Case 3, the anti-vax narrative, built not on data, but on fear and identity. I'm a free thinker who doesn't trust the system. Each shows how choice is often the endpoint of a story you didn't write.
Exercises for autonomy.
Name the string. When you feel pulled toward a choice, ask, which lever is being used here? Delay the decision. Time weakens emotional impulse and strengthens logic. Reverse the frame. If a product says 90% success, ask yourself, so 10% failure? Trace the origin. Where did this desire come from? An ad? A post? A friend? You will never escape influence. But you can decide whose influence you allow. Real freedom isn't the absence of persuasion, it's the mastery of it. The moment you see the strings, you are no longer the puppet. You are the puppeteer. If this journey made you question even one decision you thought was your own, share it. Not for me, but for the people in your life still dancing without realizing there are strings. Like, subscribe, and join me on Positive Vortex, where we pierce the illusions one by one until there's nothing left but truth.